gang violence and other kind of violence.
Get away! I could be at work, at school, in my car, and I can still get shot by the police, but I can get shot anywhere.
So it is what it is.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's a Black Gen Z Mindset. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
And that breaking news unfolding tonight in Queens. What has now turned into a murder investigation. The breaking details coming in just a short time ago.
A couple in their 70s found dead inside the home, and police think that fire was intentionally set. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon with the breaking details from Belrose.
So we have an arson murder on our hands here in Queens, New York, and we know how dangerous New York is as a state, mainly the 5 boroughs. But this is just another example, and this story is extremely egregious. So buckle up.
What's left of a family's kitchen was left exposed, blown out, and the wall burned away. The strange fire broke out just after 3 in the house on the corner of 254th Street and 87th Drive. A neighbor captured a quick burst of flame. Newscopter 7 captured the quick response from the firefighters who got it out in less than an hour and found the bodies of a man and woman inside. Sources tonight tell Eyewitness News this was no accident. Investigators believe both had been set on fire.
Damn.
Neighbors tell us the man and woman in their 70s had lived there at least 40 years and raised a family. Just the 2 of them were left, and they seemed to take great
That lived there for 40 years, and they didn't do anything wrong. They weren't hurting anybody. They weren't participating in op culture, beefing with nobody. And in a horrible way. I mean, nobody wants to be burned alive. This is absolutely despicable. Despicable.
You can ever. When the essential workers at 7 o'clock, you know, during COVID, they were out with. You know, it's sad.
The FDNY called it suspicious and did not offer the usual post-fire briefing for the public, instead quickly sending in fire marshals to thoroughly investigate, while the NYPD crime scene unit waited for its turn to go through the scene. But all afternoon and evening, detectives were going to each home on the block looking for any video.
I said, I don't have much to show you on the camera, but if there's any little bit will help. So it didn't, but it goes off at 5 a.m. But you can tell that there was more to it than just a fire they were looking for.
Arson investigators and NYPD detectives looking to determine how, why, and who would attack the couple this way in their home.
I mean, that would be in the middle of the day. Had an incident.
Sources tell Eyewitness News tonight not a woman appeared to have been set on fire. The man's remains were found tied to a pole in the basement.
Damn.
The NYPD is not releasing.
Sure, burning. I don't know if there's some backstory behind it, or if it was just a random. Frightening.
Yet tonight, and no one is being questioned as of yet in this investigation. In Belrose, Queens, Sonia Rincon, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Take a good look at this, please. New video just released of the man police say set an older couple on fire inside their home in Queens.
I was horrified when I saw this story with you guys this morning, doing so much live coverage. The details are horrific. Cops say it's a double homicide.
This all happened around 3:30 yesterday afternoon near the intersection. We know it could be something more sinister. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel joins us live with the details as she's been following this all morning long for us. Good morning, Jaysha.
Good morning, Pedro, Charlene, and Sam. We've been talking to people in this neighborhood this morning, and they're just absolutely shocked to hear about the gruesome details. They say this neighborhood is normally safe and quiet. That fire happened right behind me at this home, and it quickly turned into a double homicide investigation when they found the bodies of a man and woman inside. And this morning, the NYPD is looking for a man they say intentionally set the fire. Take a look at this surveillance video that's new into our newsroom this morning. You can see that suspect walking on the bag. Now, police say he intentionally set a home on fire, killing a 77-year-old man and a 78-year-old woman. And neighbors today have been reporting this.
I mean, you're in your 70s, lived in the house for 40 years, and you can't have peace. I mean, what type of country are we living in where the elderly are not safe and protected in homes that they've... sorry for the background noise, guys. They're doing some lawn work, and it's very loud, but
knocking on doors asking for a phone charger. Police are looking into whether the suspect was possibly trying to rob someone, but neighbors have left candles and flowers in front of the victims' homes this morning. And police say the 77-year-old man was tied up in the basement with trauma to his body. His 78-year-old housebound wife was located on the first floor of the home. Both appear set on fire. This fire started just around 3 in the area say the man and woman lived in their home for at least 40 years. Others tell us they're in disbelief this happened so close to their home.
I thought that was bizarre, and something seems very foul play here and very suspicious. It's a very tight-knit family, and everybody helps each other out. Something like this would never have occurred. I don't know how this could have happened. It would have never happened. I don't know why it happened in our neighborhood.
And we actually just spoke with a woman a short while ago who said her father actually saw the suspect walking around the neighborhood this week. This is an ongoing investigation. The names of those victims have not been released yet. Live in Belrose, Queens, Jaysha Patel, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Oh, Jaysha, a story that just turned out so different from what appeared first thing this morning. Thank you for bringing us all the details.
Thanks so much. Developing an urgent manhunt underway for an alleged killer who police say set an elderly couple on fire inside their home in Queens.
Yeah, police say that he's considered armed and dangerous. Eyewitness News reporter Jaysha Patel is live for us in Belrose with the latest on this investigation. Jaysha.
Pedro, Charlene, while police are looking for 42-year-old Jamal McGriff, they say he has a lengthy criminal record stretching 30 years, and he was released from prison in 2023. He's also a level 3 sex offender, and police say he was last seen on video yesterday in the Bronx, pawning 2 phones. Here's a picture of McGriff. Take a look at your screen. Police are still searching for him this morning.
All right, so here is the perpetrator of this heinous crime. As my lawnmowers continue to get closer. But here's the perpetrator of this heinous crime. I mean, this guy got a big old blockhead. You can't miss him. Definitely has a dead look in his eyes. And, I mean, it's like, why the hell would he do this? What connection to these people does he have? It's absolutely ridiculous and disgusting, but man, I obviously he deserves to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and we need harsher punishments for people who do things like this, like the death penalty. And it needs to happen quicker than them being locked up for 20 years and us supporting them with our tax dollars. It needs to happen a lot faster, than the current process.
And I also want you to take a look at this video. Neighbors had reported that an unknown man was knocking on doors asking to charge a cell phone. At least one neighbor said they turned the man away before he approached the victim's house. And surveillance video recovered by detectives shows McGriff knocking on the back door and one of the victims opening it and letting him in around 10:15 Monday morning. Now, detectives believe he spent 5 hours in the victim's home, likely searching for something to steal before setting the home on fire and walking away with 2 bags. Frank and 77-year-old Maureen Olton. And the New York City Police Commissioner shared chilling details. Was killed and found.
Mr. Olton was found in the basement, tied to a pole with multiple stab wounds. Mrs. Olton was found on the first floor, severely burned. At this time, there is no known connection between Mr. McGriff, our suspect, and our victims beyond this chance encounter.
Now, police have said that McGriff should be considered armed and dangerous. They say if you see him, do not approach him, call police immediately. Live in Belrose, Queens, Jaysha Patel, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Police tonight looking for 42-year-old on parole and has a criminal history and is a known sex offender dating back decades.
He's wanted for the murders of Frank and Maureen Olton. They were killed in their home in the Belrose section of Queens yesterday. Investigators believe the fire was set to cover up their murders.
Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon is live at police headquarters in Lower Manhattan with the breaking news. Sonia.
Bill and Liz, the commissioner here revealed more about who they are looking for this afternoon and what happened yesterday in Belrose. Police believe a convicted felon named Jamel McGriff had been going door to door asking for help to charge a cell phone. And the victims, identified as Frank and Maureen Olton in their 70s, were kind enough to agree to help him. And a few hours later, they were dead.
Mr. Olton was found in the basement, tied to a pole with multiple stab wounds. Mrs. Olton was found on the first floor, severely burned. At this time, there is no known connection between Mr. McGriff, our suspect, and our victims beyond this chance encounter.
That horrific chance encounter at the couple's home on 254th Street in Belrose has shaken the quiet neighborhood.
It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard of, that crime like this could be committed in this area.
I'm telling my boys now to be vigilant, and it's heartbreaking.
The NYPD released this photo of the suspect at someone's door in the area and this video of him walking through the neighborhood yesterday. They believe he is 42-year-old Jamel McGriff of the Bronx, who served 16 years in prison for an armed robbery 20 years ago.
On video from earlier today, pawning 2 cell phones at 385 Fordham Road in the Bronx, wearing a black t-shirt. The incident details are still under investigation.
The commissioner says the fire yesterday afternoon set off an alarm that alerted the Olton's son, who is an FDNY EMT, and that he found his parents dead in their home.
Damn.
Police now, with the help of...
That's crazy. The man had to find his own parents dead as an EMT. Heartbreaking.
The Regional Fugitive Task Force are looking for their killer and asking for the public's help.
If anyone sees Mr. McGriff, please do not approach him and call 911 right away. Again, this individual should be considered armed and dangerous. If anyone has information about Mr. McGriff's whereabouts, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-577-TIPS.
The police are also cautioning people not to let anyone into their home they don't know or aren't expecting. Now, McGriff is also wanted in 2 armed robberies just this summer, one at a GameStop in Harlem, the other at a Verizon store in Chelsea. He was identified with the help of a parole officer, though it is not clear when the last time was he checked in with them. Now we're live at police headquarters in Lower Manhattan. Sonia Rincon, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Sonia, keep us posted.
What's good, Shadow Realm? It's your boy Jaquavius Jackson, and y'all already know I'm demonetizing shadow banning this bitch.
So if you want to contribute, go to the Cash App, the PayPal, the GoFundMe, or join the Patreon. Also, don't forget to visit the merch store for all your favorite BGZM News 17 gear, including our exclusive Trump is a Blood t-shirt. Go fast before they sell out. They are already flying off the shelves, no cap. And remember, these super gremlins are on demon time.
We begin with that breaking news. Less than an hour ago, the police commissioner gave details on the man that they say killed an elderly couple in Belrose, Queens.
Just moments ago, investigators released this image of 42-year-old Jamal McGriff, who they say is still on the run and should be considered armed and dangerous. Police say McGriff talked his way into Frank and Maureen Olton's home, claiming he needed help because his phone was dead.
Damn. So he finessed them and said he needed help because his phone was dead, goes in and takes their lives. I mean, man, you have to be careful letting these random super gremlins on demon time into your home. They didn't know anything about this guy, and he did one of the most atrocious, monstrous things possible.
Cameras caught him entering the house with one of the victims soon after. The house went up in flames, leading to the discovery of their bodies.
Jenna DeAngelis is live now in Belrose with the latest on the search tonight. Jenna?
Christine and Jessica, as you mentioned, the NYPD identified the suspect as Jamal McGriff of the Bronx. Police say he has a lengthy criminal history dating back 30 years and was out on parole. We spoke with many neighbors out here today who described the couple that was killed as wonderful people. Yellow caution tape drapes over a small memorial made of candles and flowers in front of the home where neighbors say Frank and Maureen Olton lived for decades.
It's just really sad. They were nice people, quiet, kept to themselves, always waved to us. Hi, how you doing? During COVID, 7 o'clock, he was out there every night clapping with us.
The charred home at the corner of 254th Street and 87th Drive, a reminder of the horror which happened here.
Mr. Olton was found in the basement, tied to a pole, was found on the first floor.
Homes in the neighborhood.
Witnesses state that the suspect claimed that he needed assistance, that his phone battery was dead, and he was asking if he could enter the house to charge his phone.
Police say he was denied entry into the first house. At the second home, the Oltons, investigators say based on video, it appears he was allowed inside after 10 a.m. The suspect is seen exiting 5 hours later. Police say roughly 14 minutes after the FDNY responded to the home, they were notified of the fire by the victim's son, who is an EMT, and was alerted by an ADT alarm. Once the flames were under control, the Oltons, 76 and 77 years old, were found dead inside.
It's very chilling. It's scary. It's some random guy walking down the street setting fire to older people. Anybody for that matter.
It's so unexpected that anybody can walk by and do such things.
This elderly neighbor who didn't want her face on camera out of fear says she knows the couple well. Their kids grew up together, and it's heartbreaking. Well, how do you want them to be remembered?
Very down-to-earth people, very sweet and normal.
Police say they do not believe there is any connection between the suspect and victims beyond this chance encounter. They say he was last seen on video pawning 2 cell phones earlier today in the Bronx. They warn the public if you see him, he should be considered armed and dangerous. We're live in Belrose, Queens. Jenna DeAngelis, CBS News, New York.
All right, Jenna, thank you.
Good morning, and police are still manning this crime scene off the corner of 87th Drive and 254th Street. And here is where they say the target of their manhunt took advantage of a man's kindness before killing that man and his wife and then setting their home on fire. Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch warning the public the manhunt is now on for a suspected killer.
McGriff has a lengthy, violent criminal history stretching back 30 years. Do not allow anyone you don't know or who you are not expecting into your home.
Law enforcement now searching for 42-year-old Jamal McGriff. Authorities say his 3-decade-long criminal record ranges from knife point robberies to sex assault in the 2000s to 2 more robberies over the summer after his prison release. Police say he's also the man captured in several surveillance images Monday morning in Belrose, Queens, including this apparent chance encounter with the man police say McGriff later killed. Investigators say McGriff was going door to door asking neighbors if he could come in and charge his cell phone. At least one refused. But the video goes on to show that victim, now identified as 76-year-old Frank Olton, inviting McGriff inside his home. Hours later, surveillance footage shows McGriff leaving around 3 p.m., the home catching fire soon after. Olton and his 78-year-old wife, Maureen, both still inside, dead. Frank Olton was found in the basement, tied to a pole with several stab wounds. His wife, Maureen, discovered burned beyond recognition upstairs. Their neighbors now heartbroken.
Extremely scary. Grew up in this neighborhood, never had any issues, no crime, no nothing.
It takes the trust out of people. You try to be a nice person, do something nice, and then what do you get?
And looking live now, you can see the devastation to this home, charred black inside, severe damage on both levels. Authorities also confirming as well the couple's son, a paramedic, was among the first responders to his family's home on Monday. As for McGriff, he was last seen on surveillance video pawning 2 cell phones up in the Bronx. Officials say he is a parolee but failed to register as a sex offender, which is a parole violation. Authorities say if you see Jamal McGriff anywhere, to call police because he is considered to be armed and dangerous. We're live here in Belrose, Queens. Justin Finch, Pix 11 News. Back inside to you.
Security video obtained by Pix 11 News shows the suspect and his unwitting victim pass each other Monday around 10 a.m. in their bucolic Belrose, Queens neighborhood. Then suddenly, police say Jamal McGriff doubles back and asks 76-year-old Frank Olton for help.
The suspect claimed that he needed assistance, that his phone battery was dead.
The video continues as Mr. Olton allows the suspect inside his home on 254th Street. Investigators say Olton and his 78-year-old wife, Maureen, were then robbed and tortured for 5 hours.
Mr. Olton was found in the basement, tied to a pole with multiple stab wounds. Mrs. Olton was found on the first floor, severely burned.
Video from just after 3 p.m. shows who police say is McGriff leaving the double murder scene, and then the house bursts into flames. The couple's son is an EMT in the neighborhood and was first to respond. By the time investigators had been murdered, McGriff was gone. They allege the Olton's house wasn't the first he targeted. Police now say the suspect actually went through the neighborhood.
Dang, so he went door to door to door looking for someone to kill, and unfortunately they were the ones to open their home up to him.
Casing different homes. In fact, he knocked on a door right here on this street, but the woman who lives there told him to go away. The 42-year-old has a long rap sheet dating back 3 decades, evident by his many mugshots. He's a registered sex offender and on parole for a sex assault in Manhattan.
Wow.
Sources say he stabbed someone while behind bars on Rikers Island. McGriff's also wanted for 2 armed robberies.
And you got Zorhan Mondami talking about they're going to minimize the population of prisoners in Rikers Islands. You got some nuts in Rikers who, I mean, honestly, if you go through that jail, is there rehabilitating for you? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's just like if you go to Rikers Island and you're surrounded by all those crazy people, how long before you become one of those crazy people? And obviously he went in being a nut and they let him out and then he takes someone's life. Very similar to what we are seeing in Charlotte with DeCarlos.
Manhattan from July and August. Neighbors of the victims both fearful.
This has been a quiet neighborhood. I've been here for almost 50 years.
And feeling awful for the family of his alleged victims.
It's devastating. You know, they were nice people.
He'd help you out if you needed something.
And on Facebook, a victim's relative wrote, quote, "This is truly insane and horrible news. We're praying NYPD catches this piece of human waste quickly before he does any more harm to anyone. God bless the family and ease their suffering." I reached out to the couple's son tonight. He declined to comment.
Gang violence and other kind of violence. So it is what it is.